Hey guys, right, okay, so remember yesterday when I said that I'm going to start doing more of these videos, and I made a pledge that I was going to do at least one a week, and what it got me thinking back to why I started doing it originally, and it kind of gave me that spur, I suppose, that little kickstart to think back to why I started. And I started doing this stuff because I wanted to share the things that I've found that works for me, the things that I've used with my clients that have seen such an amazing uplift in the business, in the sales, in the productivity, in their life. And so it started me thinking, I thought, let's do this like I did originally. So when I first started doing these videos, if you skip back into the YouTube channel, you'll see that I started doing Q&As. So asking different business owners, people that I think are really inspirational people that's doing really well for themselves, what they found work for them. And that's what this was all about all along, were me trying to find people that's in my community, that's in my network, who can share, valuable information. So this is what I've done. So it's called the JC, obviously John Covey, that's me. So it's called the JC Show, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do one a week, more where possible. And if I can get more than one a week done, I will definitely do that. So the topic that I want to mention right now we've established that I'm going to be doing this on a more ongoing basis, I'm going to be talking right now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just talk about getting started, because that's something that so many people struggle with. Getting started is probably harder than most things that you'll face in your life and in your business. That initial kickstart, that initial motion that's going to get you moving and doing this. And it's something that we don't even realise creeps up onto us. When we've been sat there at the computer and we're typing away and we're doing the work and we're doing the emails and maybe we're making them phone calls. You should definitely be making them phone calls if you're not making the phone calls. And we get that used to being just sat, boxed in our box room, on that phone, making these calls. And it does us no good. It absolutely does no good for you whatsoever. Yes, you need to do these things. Yes, you need to make phone calls, and obviously reply to your emails. And I've got a fantastic system to put your emails together as well. So I'll probably talk about that in coming videos as well on the JC Show. But the hardest thing to do is move. And the problem that you've got is because you're not moving, that you're not actually creating no energy to do this. And energy is just there, it's constant, it's there for you at all times, but you've got to apply it. You've got to go and make some movement to kind of activate that, to get it warmed up. And you think about this, think about when you go to the gym. You go to the gym, you beast it out in the gym, and you absolutely break yourself, or hopefully you break yourself when you're in the gym, because that's what you want to be doing. It's the last part of the effort that's making all the impact for you. But you come out of the gym, and initially for the first maybe 20 minutes, half an hour maybe, you feel bust and broken, but then you feel revitalised, you feel full of life and energy, and your beans are all kicking again. And it's exactly the same with everything that you do in your life. If you sit there doing nothing apart from just your kind of activity that you have to do over and over again, the phone calls, the emails, and just doing this stuff, then your energy levels are going to drop so low, you'll not feel motivated to do anything else. So the first thing that you've got to do is get up. I used to have, I've not got it right now because it broke, but I had one of them little Fitbits, and I set it on my wrist to vibrate. So every 45 minutes it did a vibration to tell me to get up, and I used to stand up and I used to do some star jumps. So if I knew that I would got like a really grueling amount of emails to work through, or some I don't know if I'm planning or writing some training courses for people, and I had to really focus for a long period of time, what I did is I used to set this to go off every 45 minutes. I used to get up, do a few star jumps, and just get the blood pumping, get some motion around me. So I'm moving, I'm getting revitalised, I'm feeling a bit more energetic again, and it makes such a difference to how you become, you become so much more productive and focused when your energy levels are high. So don't let your energy levels get low. If you feel like it's difficult to get started, go for a walk, go for a run. So if you've got a dog, take it for a walk. Go to the gym, go and throw some weights around, or do some cardio, do something that's going to get your body moving, because that's going to make such a difference for you. Some of us can move more than others. I need to have a word with my personal trainer to maybe up my my training, or certainly get back on it again. But I do my own stuff. I do it every morning, 7 minutes every morning. Probably nowhere near enough. I know it's nowhere near enough, but it's better than nothing. And I still get into it creates the energy for me, so it gets me going for the day ahead. Guys, it's so important to not just sit still. If you sit still too long, you just don't feel like doing anything. You know, ask anybody who sits at home all day doing nothing. They're unmotivated. They're not inspired. They've got no action. They've got no motivation to do any action. And often, if you ask them how they feel, they'll feel tired because it's hard work doing nothing. It is hard work doing nothing. So stop sitting there at your computer. Get out. Go meet people. Go to the gym. Go for a run. Go for a walk. But do something that's going to get you moving, because that's how you're going to create more energy. Stick around, we've got more coming up there. JC Show, the JC Show. Check it out on the website if you want to go over there. There's loads of videos that I've pulled in. I've took some of the best ones that I've done over the last 2 or 3 years. There's about 26 what's on there. There's 300 videos in total on my channel. But if you check out on the website, it's johncovey.com/the JC Show. Alright guys, see you around. And if there's any topics that you want me to any topics that you want me to talk around, I can't speak now, talk about rather, let me know and I'll dig into my archive, because I've done so much. You'll see, if you can see from there, but there's like loads of books that I've studied for years, and there's lots of stuff that I've taken out of these books and I've applied. So as I mentioned in the video the other day, knowledge is not power, knowledge is only power when you apply it. So I've got a lot of stuff to apply. I've got a lot of knowledge that I have applied. And sure, there's loads of stuff that I probably haven't applied just yet, but there's stuff that I know that works. Reach out to me if you need anything, got any questions, johncovey.com. Get to the show, go and have a look at the show, the JC Show. It's johncovey.com/the JC Show. See you around soon.